Lad McConkey is always open. And if you don't believe me, I got the film to back it up because today we are going to do a Lad McConkey film breakdown. And there was like so much good tape here that I am actually going to probably make multiple videos out of this. But let me tell you exactly what I mean when I say Lad McConkey is always open. Let's get into the film. Now, the first play that I want to show you guys is from the Florida game. Lad McConkey right here at the bottom of the screen. The safeties on Florida, they have been focusing on stopping the middle of the field in between these hash marks right here because they want to stop Brock Bowers. But Lad McConkey on the outside, you got to keep your eye on him because check out this footwork. It is working perfectly in unison with his handwork. It is just boom, swipe right by him, and then also you have that pivot foot right there and you just explode off of it. You get that outside leverage, and since these safeties are so focused on the middle of the field, you have easy work towards the sideline right here. He is easily open on this play as soon as he made that cut. The ball was a little bit late from Carson Beck. You can see he hitched it a few times. Lad McConkey may have been able to get into the end zone if that was on time, like perfectly, but still big gain getting down to the 5-yard line. Now, this is the big highlight play that he had against Florida. Lad McConkey at the bottom of the screen right here. I'm just going to let this one play. He's going to catch this ball in the middle of the field and then run all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. That yak ability is really impressive right there. But what is even more impressive to me is what he did within that route in order to set up himself to get this touchdown and just to get the ball in general. So we're going to take this all the way back and we're going to show you in slow motion because you need to go into slow motion to see the little intricacies that he is placing in this route. So this is zone coverage. Like I said, Florida, they're focusing on stopping the middle of the field. That's where they think that passing attack is going, and they're right on this play. But Lad McConkey, you can see he's kind of setting up a crosser right here, and then he goes, plants that foot a little bit and starts heading vertical, and he looks over to the cornerback to his side so that he can set himself up. And then he has that little shoulder dip right there. Boom. As soon as that cornerback gets his shoulders squared as if Lad McConkey is going to go straight up vertical, but he's not. He's cutting back towards the inside on the underneath part of the field so that this other receiver on the opposite side of the field can go vertical and take away the deep safety. And so he has created all of this room for himself in the middle of the field, along with this receiver doing his job, taking that safety out over the top. And with that little shoulder move, he's created this separation on that cornerback on the outside. And now he overcommits so much because Lad McConkey is a freaking fast man, and now he takes that ball, and you can see it from this angle. He takes that ball from right there, and then, oh my goodness, the speed, the explosiveness, the acceleration, the route running, literally everything that he has is on display on this one play right here. That is why it is such a highlight and one that you have seen so often. And that little shoulder move that set up that touchdown, he does that move very often and it works very often. You can see very nice get off, but right there, he's going to lean his shoulder into this DB a little bit and then bounce it back towards the inside. Try to watch very closely. Boom, right there. Creates all of this separation. That safety is going over towards the left side of the field. Throw this ball. You got to throw that ball right to him, and he's calling for it even. Carson Beck is starting to scramble, ends up getting sacked on the play, but then Lad McConkey trying to work with him. Trying to see if from the end zone view if we can get a really nice view of it. He's looking way too far over to this left side. Safety pulled over to the left, and then right there, instead of just running and dropping and going up and trying to get some yardage by running the football, maybe throw a touchdown to Lad McConkey because he was wide open. Can't really see it from that view, but my God. Now, this is on 3rd down, and the Chargers, they're losing Keenan Allen, who was a big target for Justin Herbert on 3rd down. Lad McConkey is going to be that 3rd down target, I think. Watch him on this play. Again, that route running, the hands and the feet working in unison. Look at how low he gets with his hips and that little shoulder shrug movement to get that DB towards the outside so he can get that inside leverage. Clear throwing window for Carson Beck. You can't miss this one, bro. And he gets it. Boom. Look at that. Right on the sticks. He's running that route exactly where it needs to be. With Jim Harbaugh and this coaching staff, Chargers are going to be very focused on the little details like that. Look at this play in real speed from the end zone view, and you can see he's also going to show a little bit of some yak ability right there. You know, something light, just something light. He's got some yak ability to him, not a ton, but he does have it. Here's another third down. We got trips formation at the bottom of the screen right here. Lad McConkey on the line of scrimmage. This one hurts me to watch because it's a third down. Like I said, this is just going to be a high-low concept. We got the shallow route right here. We got right up the seam, and then we have Lad McConkey cutting right there. Boom. With that cut, this DB doesn't know what's going on. That safety has to take that man, and now we have all of this space with a man who I just showed you has that yak ability. This one would have been another touchdown for Lad McConkey, but instead Carson Beck throws it up to the man who was up top. Like I said, this is the high-low concept. This is the high man who's taking away the safety. So you throw it to the guy who was covered in a jump ball scenario like that. Actually, pretty good opportunity for that wide receiver. But look at Lad McConkey. This is what I'm saying. This man is open so often, but really it was kind of rare for Carson Beck to get Lad McConkey the ball when he was just wiping dudes on the floor with his route running. You can see right there, kind of like smacked his hands a little bit like, ah. And if you're wondering what would have happened on that last play if Lad was actually targeted, well, here's what would have happened, because this is the same exact play just towards the other side of the line. We got that trips formation on the left side now. Lad McConkey right here. This is 3rd and long, by the way, and you can see he's going to cut. Boom, right there. Look, again, he gets those hips so low. This is really, really good route running. That DB on the outside can't compete with him. That DB right here, I think that may even be a line. Nope, that's a DB. He's going up with that inseam man. And the safety right here, he's got his eyes on the quarterback. So what is he going to do? He's going to try to diagnose. Carson Beck already throws this ball. Lad McConkey gets out in front of it. Makes that safety miss. The safety just kind of dove at his feet, dove at air, really. And now Lad McConkey giving you all of this after the catch, bro. He couldn't get all the way into the end zone because he wasn't as wide open as the previous play. But really, this is just amazing route running for a guy who is so young. He's 22 years old. And then this yak ability just, this is just sprinkles on the, or like icing on the cake. That's the metaphor right there. Really good. But what if those Florida DBs are just like really not good, and that's why Lad McConkey had his best game of the year against them? Well, here we got Lad McConkey in motion, which he was in motion a lot. We're going to see that with the Chargers as well, but he's at the bottom of the screen right now, and you can see this cornerback right here. This is Missouri, so this is Kris Abrams-Draine, who was actually drafted by the Broncos, division rival right here. But we got this matchup, and you can see here are the sticks right here. It's going to be at the 41-yard line on a 3rd down. He's going to run and just cut right there so beautifully. You can also see those arms working in unison, like I said, with him. And if Kris Abrams-Draine was on him even more in that hip pocket, he would use that right arm to slice him away. Just swipe him down, and you can see he doesn't even need to because he created 2 yards of separation right there, and then diagonally we got some separation. So this is really like 5 freaking yards of separation that he's created against an NFL cornerback that he is going to be playing against 2 times a year. And again, 3rd and long, making 5 yards of separation like that. I mean, bro, Carson Beck, please throw this man the ball. He was just not targeted as often as he should be. That's why he didn't really get that production. Also, the injuries, it is a concern, but really, this tape, it is so good. All right, here, this is the last one I'm going to show you for this video, but I'm definitely going to make a part 2 of this because there's a lot of good film. Lad McConkey at the bottom of the screen, again, working against Kris Abrams-Draine, who this time is giving him about 10 yards of separation because he needs all of this space to work with. And you can see he's going to do that little shoulder movement again. Lad McConkey is feet working really well, and then cut right there, right at that yard to gain mark. Kris Abrams-Draine, he knows that Lad McConkey has that speed, so he needs to stay off of him, and also that route running, he needs to stay off of him as well. And then Lad McConkey was right there, just 2 yards past the line of scrimmage, ready for that target, but he just could not get the ball to him accurately because of the pressure. You can see he was just wide open. You can't really see from this angle how wide open he was, but he had a lot of separation on Kris Abrams-Draine, who again, he's going to be seeing 2 times a year. Look at all the separation. That is a first down. So that's just a couple plays of Ladd McConkey, and he is going to fit right in to this Chargers offense. I think he's going to hit the ground running. The only thing really concerning is how often is he going to see the field because of injuries? Hopefully he stays healthy, because he did have some injuries at Georgia. Like, he did not even really play in that Tennessee game. He left the game early the week prior to that. Also missed 4 games this last year. Only had 37 targets the entire season. So the production's not really there. But you can see the route running, the film, it is all there. And if you want to see more of Ladd McConkey, make sure to like the video and subscribe, because I am definitely going to be making another video talking more about his route running and all of this good film that he has. And if you did not see my video yesterday, Delanie Walker, who used to play under Jim Harbaugh for the 49ers, is joining the coaching staff.